Good evening, listeners. It's me, your host, Ramblingramm. I'm here with some more stories to scare, shock, and horrify you. Or possibly, just possibly, let you know what's really out there in the dark. Enjoy, listeners. Well, listeners, it seems we've hit 200 subscribers, something of a landmark for myself. I've only been doing this for a year, and I'm happy with my channel growth at the moment. I'd like to see it grow bigger to let more people hear the tales that I tell, to listen to the works of writers who are very talented. So if you could, please like, share, and subscribe to my videos, and I will keep bringing more and more for you. And just as a temptation for people to share this around, I'm thinking of doing a little giveaway. I'm not sure what sort of giveaway you'd like, listeners. Perhaps you could tell me. Because I want to treat you the way you've treated me. Thank you, listeners, and as ever, good night and sweet dreams. Detectives Log 5. Tragedy by Exo Ghost. Since the last post, I tried to learn more about Cypher, the Red-Eyed Man, and the Rake. As I got a phone call from my brother. Mom was killed yesterday. The funeral is tomorrow. I asked him who did it, and he replied that nobody seems to know. The only evidence was the home security setup, and every camera, alarm, basically every electronic fried completely. Nothing, not even the last saved videos, remained. I was distraught. I mean, who wouldn't be? I wanted to know who killed my mom. So I set out to the coroner's office and asked for autopsy notes. Well, she had multiple stab wounds, most likely from a large weapon. She also had parts of a body eaten, and her brain showed signs of extreme anxiety. The funeral was what you expect from a funeral. Everyone was crying. My father, who never showed emotion, poured out a gallon of tears. Ted also cried out with me, so I didn't feel alone. As the funeral was ending, me and Ted walked to the truck, got in and just sat there. Bro, I'll find who did this. I gave a look of anger. The best lead anyone has is a destroyed security system. We sat there for a few hours before turning on the truck. I tuned the radio, and a really loud static sound pierced our ears. Turn it off! I tried to, but it kept getting louder. Ted grabbed a hammer and slammed it into the radio, breaking it and finally giving us peace. We drove back to our hotel. Honestly, I wanted to just jump off a building, but I knew that my mother wouldn't agree with that decision. After an hour, we arrived back, got into our room, and we jumped. The entire place was trashed. Paper was everywhere, claw marks on the walls, and another box on my bed. I opened the box and puked. Inside was a chunk of flesh, more drawings, and a note with elegant writing. The note said, "I am so terribly sorry about your dearest mother, so I decided to give you a present. Take it as a reminder. You will soon suffer the same fate. Signed, Wraith." I realized that the red-eyed man was named Wraith, and the son of a bitch murdered my mother. I'll fucking kill that red-eyed freak. Bro, our computers are fried. Everything is destroyed. Honestly, when I find Wraith, I will rip his lungs out and throw him off a 10-story building. Detective out. Detective's log. At. By Exoghost. Hello again, Detective. You are very annoying. Why do you not accept us? It was a week. You did not accept our offer, so we took what was precious. Your mother. She was delicious. We will find you, Detective. Cypher will. I will. 20, 8, 9, 19. 9, 19. 6, 15, 18. 25, 4. 23, 5. 23, 9, 12, 19, 16, 1, 18, 5. 25, 15, 21. 1, 14, 4. 25, 15, 21, 18. 6, 1, 13, 9, 12, 25. 1, 12, 12. 25, 15, 21. 8, 1, 22, 5. 20, 15. 4, 15. 9, 19. 11, 9, 12, 12. 4, 5, 20, 5, 3, 20, 9, 22, 5. Detective's log. 6A. By Exoghost. A lot happened since log 5. I'll have to explain everything in 2 posts. As you guys probably know, my account was hacked again. It had to be their fault. I read the post and also deciphered the code. This is for Ted. We will spare you and your family. All you have to do is kill the detective. Ted was acting strangely since my account was hacked. He started to talk to me less, and I was starting to think that Ted would try to kill me. 3 days ago, Ted went out somewhere. He never told me where. I used this opportunity to look through his belongings. This is what I found. A pistol, a knife, drawings, and an address. It was clear that Ted was hiding stuff from me, but why? Another mystery was, why did he have a pistol and a knife? At first, I thought the obvious. self-defense in case of an attack. But that theory was blown out the window when I looked at the drawings. They were horrifying. The drawings, they were of me, dead, killed by my own best friend. It also showed a silhouette of a person behind or nearby Ted as he was doing the deed. I don't think the drawings were of Ted and Wraith. I think it's Cypher. Just as I was looking through the other drawings, I heard the door open. You! It's all your fault! I turned around to see Ted. His face gave a malicious look. He pulled out a pistol from his holster and aimed at me. Ted, wait! Just think about this. His face turned to anger. It's your fault. If it wasn't for you, we wouldn't be chased by 2 psychopaths and a fucking monster. What are you... Ted, this is what they want. They want us to fight each other. Ted's face became emotionless. Goodbye. Then whispers came from the closet. It slowly opened, and a grey hand with claws shot out. Ted looked at the closet and fired a few shots. I took this chance to try and escape. Then another gunshot echoed. Then a screech. I kept running to the truck, and I felt a sharp pain on my back. Get back here! I got in the truck, started it, and drove away as Ted fired more shots. I felt my back and realized that Ted had thrown the knife. It was a scratch though, so I kept driving. A person appeared on the road. I saw the glowing eyes that murdered my mother and sped up. I hit him and heard bones snap under the truck. He's dead. He has to be. I pulled over and walked out to see the mangled body of Wraith. Blood was everywhere, and satisfaction filled me. Then I heard laughing. You think that will stop me? His bones cracked into place, the cuts started closing, and his mask fell off, revealing a smile covered in blood. What the fuck are you? I immediately ran back to the truck and drove off before he could heal completely. Eventually, I found a gas station. I pulled up and fell asleep. A low, static sound woke me up. I looked out of the window and saw a silhouette of a person near the truck. He was convulsing, his head shaking violently, his fingers twitching. He slowly walked towards me, with the static growing louder. Then, he vanished. I was genuinely afraid. My best friend is now trying to kill me. The Wraith broke into the hotel. Wraith tried killing me. And now this guy, who I'm assuming is Cypher, found me in my most vulnerable state. I don't know what to do anymore. I'll post the other half of the story soon. I just need to rest. Detective, out. Detective's Log 6B by Exo Ghost. After I escaped death from my own friend, was nearly killed by Wraith, stalked by Cypher, and haunted by the Rake, I obviously felt like there was nothing I could do. At the time, I had no plan, no way of fighting back. So, I decided that if I'm gonna die, I'm not gonna go gently. I forgot to mention that I was able to take the drawings and the address with me. I went to a local gun shop, got a pistol, and thought out a strategy. Since I have no allies anymore, I decided to look at the address. 249 Schultz Road. I used Google to find the address, and it was in Colorado, in some abandoned neighborhood. It was a long drive, and I know Ted didn't drive there, I thought. After a few hours, I arrived at the state. Another hour, and I made it to the neighborhood. It was in a 1980s suburb, with the houses rotting and cars rusting. I was looking for the address when I heard voices, two, and I realized one was Ted. I hid in a bush. I know, I didn't have other options, and saw Ted talking to someone wearing a mask. I realized the mask was the same that Anonymous wears, and it started to make sense now. That must be Cypher. I need answers, Cypher. Why is the rake after me still? I was trying to listen to Cypher, but all I heard at first was static, and then a deep voice came out. The bridge is not on our side. We don't know why he is after you. Stick to the plan. Find and kill Detective. I'm trying to find him. When he took off, he took the address and those drawings you gave me. I think he'll go here, hopefully to give up and let us end that son of a bitch's life. You don't have to look far. My contacts say he has entered the States. Ted nodded, got into a car and drove off. Cypher looked down and stayed like that for 10 minutes. What the hell is he doing? Then I heard footsteps. Well, they weren't walking or running. They were skipping. Cypher, where are you? Cypher looked up and sat down on a nearby chair. Aaron, stop acting like a child. Wraith ran up to him and jumped onto a chair. What? Stop acting like a child? Why are you so serious, man? Okay, let's get over here. Ted is under my control now. He's currently after the detective. So far, he hasn't found him. Wraith took off his mask, which had a creepy smile with sharp teeth, threw it, and licked the blood leaking out of his mouth. That detective guy is annoying. He's also uncivilized. He had the audacity to run me over with a truck. I told Ted that he wasn't bring detective back alive. I know how much you hastened out. Darren smiled. He pulled out a piece of meat from his pocket. His mother was delicious. I can't wait to taste him. I sneezed. I fucking sneezed. The two looked in my direction. Oh, hello there. Aaron, as yet to capture. He smiled and dashed towards me. I took off towards the car, but Cypher was already in it. I turned around and saw Darren was a few feet from me. I pulled the pistol out and shot him, knowing that it would do nothing. I ran another way, and somehow escaped. I nearly died today. I'm taking a break, and decided to lay low until I can think of another plan. Detective out. Detective's log. and by Exo Ghost. Many of you are wondering, many want to know, many want answers. We have them. Detective, come out and play. You know we miss you. You are hiding. You want to play hide and seek. Jack, this is an acquaintance. Stay away from these guys. They want to. Shut the fuck up. Ted still has his screwed up heart. Guess I have to take that too. Whoops. Looks like Ted needs your name. Well then, Detective Jack Whisker. 23, 1, 20, 3, 8, 9, 14, 7, 28, 5, 19, 21, 40, 90, 5, 20, 5, 40, 10, 50, 25, 9, 20, 9, 20, 23, 9, 12, 12, 2, 5, 25, 50, 21, 18, 12, 1, 19, 20. Well, listeners, I sincerely hope you enjoyed the tales that I brought you this evening. It would be a great pleasure to me if you would like, comment, and subscribe, if you're not already a subscriber. And please wait for me to bring you more tales to alter your perception of how the world may really be. This is Ramblingramm, signing off. Good night, listeners, and sweet dreams.